Let's start with your reading, Gemini. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Okay, you got some pretty important cards over here. The Sun, the Lovers, the Magician, but there's definitely a lot going on that we need to look into. First of all, the main energy for the reading today is the Nine of Wands. Someone here is overcomplicating things, creating issues and obstacles that really do not need to be there, and ending up pushing the other person away to the point in which they might get so far that they won't even remember why they wanted this in the first place. This could be you, Gemini, or the other person, but at a certain degree, I do see two people coming together, both with their guard up. And we have to see why that's the case and how to handle the situation in a positive and healthy way. So, first of all, in the recent past, we have the Page of Cups and the Sun reversed. The first thing that comes to mind with the Sun reversed is missed opportunities. Something that could have actually been really beautiful, really strong and powerful, that is just thrown away for reasons that we'll have to find out. But overall, with the Page of Cups, we see miracles, really. Things that you didn't think were going to happen, but that did happen. Right here, we see the pig flying when pigs fly. Something impossible. And someone here, instead of nurturing it and making sure that it was going to stay successful, they just threw it away. This is someone who was taking the connection for granted, not able to see how special it was. Someone who acted as if they were overall bored and who ended up losing it all eventually. We'll see what happened here and what else you should know about the situation as soon as we clarify. Now, in the current energies, the Lovers and the King of Wands, with this King of Wands, I see you wanting to take action, wanting to take a chance on something. But at the same time, you are blocking yourself because potentially you think it's not the right time or you think it's not the right thing to do. I see you wanting to let this fire grow, wanting to say something that has been bugging you, but you decide to control it for now so that the flame will not transform into a wildfire, something that goes out of control. But overall, we see this deep bond and connection that it's still calling you for some reason. We'll see what's going on in the present and if you should take action or not. We'll see. In the near future, Three of Wands, the Magician. This is really talking about someone who is going to take action. And perhaps this is not you. Especially with the Magician, it feels like the magnetism in between the two of you is still very, very strong. Physically, emotionally, energetically. So far, I'm inclined to think that this is not over, or that at least there is going to be a conversation. But the most important thing that we see here so far is that you're going to manifest happiness, going to manifest emotional fulfillment, despite everything that has happened up to this point. We'll see how, and also we'll see what this will be about. Now, let's start clarifying. Let's begin with your recent past. The Hangman, the Six of Pentacles, and Judgment. With the King of Pentacles. If this was the other person, Gemini, I see someone here who was being very, very protective of themselves. It might be because of something that has happened in between the two of you, or because of something that has happened in a past connection in which they still carry around in every connection they find along the way. I mean, the King of Pentacles is someone who has gone through a lot, and they carry this burden with them, and they think that it's a good thing. They think that it protects them. It keeps them abundant and balanced. And we see with the Six of Cups that it's something emotional and something that definitely belongs in the past. This person has a clear pattern. They keep blocking happiness, backing away from happiness, in fact, for fear of codependency and fear of real love. With you, Six of Pentacles, they felt as though they could have actually relied on you. They knew that you are a giver, that you are there, or at least you were there for them. And they knew that they could fully open up to you. What they usually do instead is surrounding themselves with the wrong type of people, So they already know that they don't have to build long-term expectations. There are no surprises there. But this was different. This was very special. And when this person realized that this was more than what they usually go for, they sabotaged the whole thing, unfortunately. Now, let's see what's going on in the present, though. That Lover's energy is still very, very strong. Let's clarify the current energies. Three of Wands. See the thought of taking action with the Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. The main thing that is blocking you now from taking action is your need for balance and healing. You feel that after what happened with this person, they should be the one reaching out right now. They should be trying to get in touch with you and perhaps even apologize. Every part of you really wants to go for this. You look at your phone, you're thinking about it, maybe you type the message and then you delete it. But there is also, in fact, a side of you trying to block this idea, not wanting to make the wrong move, not wanting to go through that pain. Again, Ten of Swords. And the interesting thing is that you're not the only one. Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, we see a mirrored energy here, very much connected. And in fact, we have the Lovers right there. It does feel like you both want to talk at a certain degree. But again, you're both blocking it for different reasons, but you're blocking it. Someone here keeps playing a scenario or a conversation in their head, and they go through all the details, but when it comes to having the real conversation, they freeze. And so right here, someone is really thinking, if I could just find the strength to say that, if I could just find the strength to make the first move, I know that things would be easier. We'll see if eventually this will happen or not. Page of Cups, this message really wants to come in. Let's see what's going on in the future, and let's clarify the near future energy. The Tower, the High Priestess, and the Three of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. Good. Something here is definitely going to happen. Definitely going to come in. And it does have the power to really change everything for you. The Tower is an energy that changes the landscape around you completely. But something else has to happen first. The main issue that I see here is that one of the two of you kept looking into what the other person was doing, what they were doing wrong potentially, without taking time looking within, looking at themselves and what they needed to fix, what they were damaging into this very situation. These cards are definitely reminding you or the other person of something very, very important. The only way out is always through. There's no closure, no progress without looking into ourselves. The truth is that in order to get to that happiness moment we were talking about earlier, you both need to align with your true self. And also, this self-sabotaging person, whomever they might be, has to let go of their need to control the situation. They keep trying to be in control because they think that they're protecting themselves, right? You remember the King of Pentacles earlier, standing right here? Whereas instead, they're just using it as an excuse to not open up and to justify their actions while backing away from happiness. One day, this person will wake up and they will realize that they had everything with you. And hopefully it won't be too late. Hopefully for them, obviously. So Gemini, so far we've seen that this person is not over this at all. They still have plenty of regrets, plenty of things to say to you. But in the immediate future, we still see how they're blocked and frozen when it comes to this. Now, let's focus on the farther future to check a couple things. First of all, I want to see if this person will ever find the strength to speak their mind and tell you how they really feel. And second of all, I want to see if you should even engage into this potential future conversation, or if it's time for you to let go, Gemini, and find someone who makes it obvious that they care about you, someone who is nice to you and who appreciates you. Also, let's see what else is coming your way in the next few months that you should know about. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, Gemini, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Ace of Swords. This conversation is going to happen. And more than being a conversation, for now with this Ace of Swords, I just see it as a message out of the blue, something you did not see coming at a time in which you were not expecting this anymore, but that comes in with serious power over here. Someone is definitely going to speak their mind and say the truth about things. And the thing is that at this point, the truth might either push you even farther away, farther apart, or it might get you closer. We'll see what this is about, but I do have a feeling overall for you, Gemini. Something tells us that you have much more coming your way. And this is just one of the elements showing up for you. So let's continue with the reading and see what you should expect in the next few months ahead. But obviously, first of all, I want to clarify that Ace of Swords, because big or small, it looks like it's the very starting point of the next chapter. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Five of Cups, the Fool, I knew it. Oh my God. This person really, they do not know how to communicate, especially when it comes to their feelings. They are so inexperienced. And you know, at a certain degree, no one knows how to do this right. We are all learning how to love every single day. But definitely, I see a disparity here between you and them. And I see right here someone who's going to do something which at first will not really make you feel really good, but then you'll be able to see what this is about. And from that moment forward, everything changes. First of all, we see the Five of Cups.